Hi guys, it's V. As of yesterday, I am 26 weeks and 5 days pregnant, and I'm finally happy. If you've seen my previous videos, you know that I've been stuck in Greece for about 2 months now. I've traveled back in the UK, so I'm currently in London in quarantine. I'm back home and I'm very, very happy for that. A lot of things to do, a lot of things to start doing, because now that I'm home, there are no excuses to delay things. First of all, the baby now it's about 36, I think, centimeters and a bit less than 800 grams. It's getting closer to a kilo. The movements in the bump are getting tougher, are getting more frequent, and I wouldn't say that it's painful, but when he presses my lower side, I do feel it more uncomfortably. When he presses the upper side, I do feel it uncomfortably, and in the meantime, when he moves, I can see the actual waves in the belly, which I do feel constantly. I do get scared a lot of times because of the too many movements, but I do search online and they say that an active baby it's a healthy baby, and I should get worried when I have no movement or less movement. So that's good that he's moving a lot. I am finally home, as I said. I could not shop for things, so I had a limited wardrobe, and I do have two new things that I found in my limited wardrobe that I could share with you, that I will share with you. And let's start with that. So, as I had not a lot of blouses, I had to improvise. One of the improvisations was my father's shirt. I don't know if it looks good or bad. I do feel comfortable with it. I'm not a fashion icon, and I don't know how to style or dress or do any of this stuff. I do know how to feel comfortable and to not look completely ridiculous. That's all I care about. I do have a belt, which a lot of people put here. I don't know if it suits me. A lot of people say that it's better if I just leave it alone, leave it like it was. You can see exactly what I mean. It does bring out the bum, but I don't really care. I feel better if I leave it as it was, and change position of the phone so I can show you an actual thing of what it looks like. Go a bit farther. So my bump is this for this week. It does get bigger faster. Um, I could not shop for a lot of maternity clothes, as I've said, so a lot of leggings were in use, and I did find leggings that are high waist, like these ones, high waist leggings. They do cost about a fiver, and they're not pregnant friendly, but they're not the worst because they don't have a limitation here, and it does go over the bump. It does give a lot of space for the belly, but maybe until this month, maybe no more, but we'll see. However, I did get 3 of those online. They cost a fiver, as I said, and they do work perfectly for me. The belly button, I said last week, it's not gonna be a very happy sight, but if you're watching the video, it means that you're pregnant, so you've probably seen this or have this already. So that's my actual bump. As I said, it's not extremely pretty. I love it. I did get some weight here, but I don't care because it's going to go away. And as you've seen, the belly button is almost all the way out. I do have the tip at the top ready to explode, and almost all of it is out. This is the way that's connecting me to my baby, and this is the way that's connecting you to your baby. It will go out, it will pump out. Don't be afraid, don't feel insecure. It happens to everyone, and it's supposed to happen. So the actual reason that I'm extremely happy is that when you get pregnant, they say that when you're actually holding the baby, you're gonna feel love for the first time, and emotional. You're gonna feel love for the first time, and you're gonna love like you've never loved before, and stuff like that. This week I fell in love, and I haven't felt like this in a long time, and there were a lot of uncomfortable nights, uncomfortable weeks, and a lot of things and a lot of people that tried to help but couldn't. Now that I'm back home, I can use some of the things that I provided myself with at the beginning, or some people gave it to me as presents. Now this was a present I received last Christmas for the pregnancy that didn't go through, and I used it now, and I'm in love. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean in a second. So that's my new lover. It's a body pillow, pregnancy pillow. It goes all the way here to here, and I love it. I needed some time to find where I have stocked it and wash it, clean it, prepare it, everything. And when I did, I had a nap, and it was a 40-minute nap, late afternoon, and I've slept like I don't think I've slept in my 35 years. I felt like I was in clouds. I was hugged by angels, and I don't know how else to explain it. It was amazing. If you don't have one, I totally suggest you get one. I don't think that this one was expensive, as it was a present. I don't think it was too expensive, at least. And it solved my sleeping, it solved my mood. There is a lot of things I use it for now. So that's the actual shape. So you don't need another pillow. You put your head here. I put my hand just below, so I have something to grab when I sleep. And here I hug this part with my legs, as I say that I should sleep on the right side. If you turn on the left side, again it covers you. You can put the bump here on the sides. When you want to do some breathing, as I do, you just fold this part, or at least that's how I do it, and then you just lie down comfortably. Like this. You want it higher, you make it higher, and you still have this part hugging most of your body. It's just amazing. You won't want to go out of bed. This also helps just in the future if you fold it somehow like this as a small nest for your little baby. And you will find other ways to use the pillow too. At the moment I think I'm gonna kick my partner out of bed in order to have the pillow. I'm moving the pillow around, so this is my sister's room, and I'm currently using it as a second room to get away from him and to have a bit more privacy. So when I want to read, I want to lie down, I want to just be on my own, I use the room and I use my body pillow. I just love it. I can't get enough of it. Second reason I'm happy I'm back is because I have a lot of not dietary requirements, but I was afraid of gaining weight because when I was in Greece I wanted to eat everything that Greece had to offer, and it was a lot of sweets and things that I couldn't get when I was here. So now that I'm here, I'm doing a more healthy diet, and this healthy diet is not restricting me of anything. It's just that I'm used to specific foods here, a specific way of eating foods here, and I can start eating the way I want to in order to not be hungry but protect myself, the health of myself and my baby, without gaining a lot of weight. I'm home because I have to quarantine. I'm home constantly, so I do want to eat something all the time, not because I'm hungry but because I'm bored. So I do have small, let's say, packs of food, small snacks everywhere in the house, so wherever I am I can see something. So there is a bowl of fruits in the living room, I have crackers in the hallway, I have olives and pickled peppers and stuff like that in the kitchen in jars outside, so I can see them all the time. And my favorite thing is I've made my favorite courgette bread, which is more like cake, where I substitute sugar with raisins and I put some nuts and stuff like that in. So whenever I feel that I want something sweet, I just cut a slice. And I'm gonna write the recipe in the comments because I love it and I think that you would need something sweet to eat. So if you try that, even if you don't like it, you can change it to like a carrot cake where you substitute sugar with raisins or cranberries or stuff like that, or even dark chocolate if you want something sweet but not full with saturated fat and stuff like that, or anything bought from the market. I don't know if I have anything about the travel. I forgot to tell you, everything was perfect, everything went almost smoothly. Regarding pregnancy, everything was okay. I did wear my vein socks. I don't know if they worked, as I do see part of my veins breaking like spider veins, but I always had small issues like that, so I don't know if it's because of the pregnancy or the flight or the age, or I don't know if it's genetic. And I did again use my travel bands. Again, I don't know if they worked. Why? Which is something for nausea, and you just, I don't know, it's like bracelets, you put them in the hand, you don't do anything, so you don't have to get medication. One thing I would have to tell you about flying when you're pregnant is prepare yourself as much as you can. So if you had I had to stop to a different city and fly the next day, have everything that you're gonna need that day somewhere specific, as you don't want to strain yourself with movement, especially in an environment that you don't want. This keeps happening all the time. My eyes get watery. I don't think it's because of the issue that I have with my eye, but I don't think it's bad because they say that you may get very dry eyes, so my eyes getting watery shouldn't be an issue. And yes, so try not to strain yourself if you have any stops to make, so try to prepare yourself as much as you can. So if you need anything, try to figure it out at the beginning. Change of clothes, extra hygiene, I don't know, stuff. If you need an extra jacket or a less one layer less to have space to put it, headphones, books, everything to be outside, so you do not have to strain yourself, especially when you're in a strange environment, in an airport, taxi, if you have a long wait or anything like that. The second very, very important part about traveling is you may get not yearnings, but you may need to eat. Because you cannot eat a lot as your stomach gets smaller, you need to have more and smaller food portions, let's say. So you need to eat more often but smaller amounts. You figured it out by now, otherwise you wouldn't be able to cope with the heartburns. That means that you need to have with you, if you're traveling, you definitely need to have with you snacks. The mistake that I've made is I always had water, I always had sweet snacks, I never had salty snacks. So that said, I had to go to the airport and try to find something that I'm allowed to eat and from a place that I trust, which ended up being very difficult because there wasn't many places, there wasn't a lot of choices, and I ended up spending a lot of money, that also happened on the plane as well, where I couldn't buy anything on the plane, and they did provide us with some food, but I wasn't able to eat it because it was a sandwich with cold meats that I'm not supposed to eat while pregnant. And I would have said it would have saved me a lot of trouble and money if I just had a box of crackers or something like that with me, because sweet snacks are good. You cannot pass, I don't know, cheese or fruits or anything like that, so just small pack of crackers would have helped me. So I suggest you do something like that, like don't get crisps, but get some crackers and get some, I don't know, a chocolate bar or something like that, a dark chocolate bar or something more substantial, so you can actually feel that your tummy is getting a bit full, like a sweet bread or a donut or something like that, I don't know. So I think that's it for now. I am starting to declutter a bit of my wardrobe, my stuff, to make a bit more space. I'm not having a great progress. I promise I will. I'll get back to you next week with the process of how this is going. I also started searching online for the necessities of the baby and the baby's arrival, and I haven't started doing anything like that because I was out of the country, so there was no point for me to look for things that I wouldn't be able to buy or get soon. And because I also was abroad, I also lost my 25th week appointment with my midwife. So all of this will happen next week, and I will get back to you by then. In the meantime, I will be here with my body pillow and I promise I'll do some decluttering. I'll do my appointment with my midwife and check baby's necessities, because next week is going to be week 27 and we're going to the third trimester. So until now, I hope you're healthy, you're strong, you're happy. Keep yourself safe and protected, and remember that happy mama makes a happy life. I'll see you next week.